couple of screens. Esquivel to Garcia. Off the deflection. Los Fresnos comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three. Hey! Santa Maria!
Here's Warner. Here comes a headed jam. Counted for two. Field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved. What a game.
Smack to the left. That is gone.
Rafa Perez. That's my play. Off the backboard. Counted and a win.
And a win. Ryan Perez wins the game for the Santa Rosa Warriors, and they go nuts. And why not?
Good afternoon. Welcome to our broadcast here on Real Sports Live, coming to you from the most iconic store here in Corpus Christi, Texas, Mira Sports and More. Our third installment of the Mira's Coaches Show, again, coming to you from Mira Sports and More here at 6006 Ayer Street in beautiful Corpus Christi, Texas. Give them a call, 361-852-4541. So glad you're joining us here on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday, March 16, 2022. Again, we're knee-deep in baseball season, and here we are. We have some great guests lined up for you, including Paul Cantrell, the athletic director of Coastal Bend College up in Beeville, Texas. Belinda Lopez out of Lead Industrial Staffing out of Portland, Texas, will also be joining us on the show. As it's been a very busy week for baseball and softball, as here we are, spring break approaching down the final wires. Spring break here already midway through. Some big baseball scores we heard about in Corpus Christi. Ray knocks off CC Vets to give them their first loss of the season in district play, and Carroll gets a big win over Moody. So, again, it's been a very busy March here for baseball and softball across South Texas and the Coastal Bend. Of course, we got the 18th Annual Myers Classic that capitalized at Waterburger Field. We saw CC Vets get the big win on the road over a great team out of Burleson Centennial in Fort Worth, Texas. So, once again, coming up after this, we'll have Paul Cantrell, the athletic director of Coastal Bend College. After this, you're watching Real Sports Live.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
If you want to get in the game, come to Mira Sports and More. Fastball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Mira Sports and More, where kids get cool stuff.
Come on down to Staple Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staple Street brand sausage, featuring our new authentic family recipe for ponies.
Welcome back here to the Myra's Coaches Show, coming to you once again from Mira Sports and More here on 6006 Ayer Street in Corpus Christi, Texas. This time I'm not alone. Here we are with Paul Cantrell, the AD of the Coastal Bend Cougars. Coach, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm good, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Now, awesome. Obviously, we are knee-deep in college baseball season. It's been a very one, but let's talk about this junior college region. Of course, you guys compete in the National Junior College Athletic Association, so talk us through how it's going over there currently in Beeville.
Well, sure. From a baseball perspective, Coastal Bend College is most well known for its baseball program, having had baseball back when it was called B County College. Today we play at a facility called Joe Hunter Field, which is one of the finest baseball facilities on any junior college campus in the country. It's a artificial surface, 15 to 2,000 seat stadium, so it's really incredible. So our baseball program won the Region 14 Division 3 championship, conference championship in 2019, and then we went into the 2020-2021 season, which of course we call that the COVID season because essentially all 6 of our sports played from January through May. So it was a very special time for us from a baseball perspective because our baseball team played against a Division I schedule, even though they are NJCA Division III at the time. And as a part of that schedule, they had struggled a little bit. But the reality was when we got to the playoffs, we wouldn't be facing those same Division I teams. We would be facing a Division III opponents. So great things happened down the stretch of the season. Our team was conference runners-up to Tyler Junior College, the defending national champions from Tyler, Texas. And then we actually won our, the best way to describe it would be like our regional. And then we had to go to Tyler to play essentially a super regional, which is called the district championship. And on Tyler's home field, we actually won the coin toss for the third game and had a walk-off bottom of the 11th inning after a 6-hour rain delay win on their home field to go to the College Baseball World Series in Greenville, Tennessee. So we actually went 1-2 up there in our first opportunity at the College World Series. So that kind of kicked off our spring in a pretty good way. But it wasn't just baseball. So our soccer team had won the Region 14 Division I soccer championship. They were selected as a at-large bid to go to the NJCA Nationals in Topeka, Kansas. So we made that trip. So we had 2 of our teams go to the division, to their respective division national championship tournaments. And then we wrapped up the calendar year of 21 with a national championship in our newest sport, esports. So one of our soccer players played FIFA at such a high level that he actually took the national championship in FIFA 21 in the fall of 21. So it was a pretty good year for us.
Yeah, it sounds like, competing at the Junior College World Series, bringing home conference champs. You'll be actually wearing the ring for the soccer one.
Yeah, this is the soccer championship ring. If you want to see it, I guess I should probably turn it around so it's not upside down. So has the shield for our program, and it's kind of it was nice that we have the support of our administration. And this past December, we gave out this ring as well as our World Series baseball ring, and I guess I should have just worn both rings today. But so both of our programs were captured rings, and now I've got to order another ring for our for our national championship in esports. So it's great to have that kind of level of support from our president, Dr. Justin Hoggard. So it's been a good run.
Yeah, a lot of people always say, "Oh, it's junior college. It's not that much." But junior college honestly has some of the best sports in the nation.
Well,
like as you guys.
Absolutely. It's one of those things that a lot of people don't realize the level of competition at which we play. Region 14, the best way to describe it, and when I say region, I know with a lot of people that have high school experience, it's hard to sort of understand what exactly it is. So essentially, Region 14 is the conference that we play in. We're talking about teams as far north as the Shreveport, Louisiana area, Paris, as far down into Corsicana. Laredo Community College used to be in that region. They're still trying to determine if they are going to sponsor sports again, so they may come back, they may not. Right now, we are the furthest south team. Victoria College plays in men's basketball and women's volleyball. Wharton County College plays in baseball and in women's volleyball. And then you go on up more into the Atlanta metro area with multiple teams. Excuse me. And then you get up Tyler Junior College, Athens, Trinity Valley, Kilgore. All those schools are literally right on top of each other in that sort of populated northeast Texas area. So Region 14, from a conference level, The closest thing you can describe it to is it's really the SEC of college athletics at the two-year school level. Essentially, the Kansas Jayhawk Conference, the Florida region, and our region are really, you're looking at most of the championships are coming out of there. Probably the one sport where you don't see the championships quite as many is baseball, whereas some of the West Texas schools, McLennan, and some of those have incredible baseball programs as well, and they have won a few more national championships than I believe than our Region 14 has.
Yeah, and we were speaking earlier. You told me you actually joined in as the athletic director in 2017. So in your time, what is the farthest that your program has traveled to, like logistics wise?
Well, clearly the trip to Greenville, Tennessee would have been the furthest trip that we've taken. It was a 2-day journey to take our team there. We went up halfway up into the Meridian, Mississippi area and played and practiced at a junior college there that first night, and then drove on into Greenville, Tennessee, which is beyond Knoxville. So we're talking well up into the Smoky Mountains. The ball does fly a little further, and it goes a little faster off the mound. So that was something that we had to quickly adjust to in our day of practice before the competition started. So that is the furthest that we have traveled. Being in Texas, the competition level that we have here in all of our sports is so high that we genuinely don't need to travel outside of the state to play anybody.
So talk us a little bit more about yourself again. You did tell me you did join in as the athletic director in 2017. So just a little about yourself.
Sure. I've been in collegiate athletics my entire career, either from an administrative standpoint or from a coaching standpoint. I'm actually the women's volleyball coach at Coastal Bend College. So I've coached at the NCAA Division I, Division II, Division III, and NAIA level. So the junior college level sort of completes the trifecta of different levels at which you can coach at for the volleyball. I came here in 2017 because Coastal Bend put together a volleyball and athletic director position, and I guess there wasn't a whole lot of combinations of those. And since I've gotten there, I've just strived to make our program better. Incredibly proud of what we've done and what we've accomplished. When I got there, our soccer program was probably the best well known, and it had reached the conference championship game one time, and that was for our school, that was considered the pinnacle of success. And in that amount of time, since 2017, we've sort of taken that thought process and completely changed it. Now we compete at the highest of levels in the two-year school model. Our baseball program this past year shifted from being a Division III, which is non-scholarship level, to now being an NJCA Division I, which will be scholarships. So starting next fall, we will be giving out baseball scholarships for the first time since the school had baseball as B County College. So that's, again, another step, a positive step forward with our baseball program. All of our sports at Coastal Bend give scholarships. We don't have necessarily a lot of scholarship money, but we do invest dollars into student athletes who can do it on the field as well as perform on the playing fields. And we just added esports, as I mentioned, and that does have scholarships as well. So for all those parents out there who have sworn that their son or daughter would never amount to anything by playing all the video games, well, now actually they can go to college on a scholarship.
It's crazy because esports is something becoming the next frontier in athletics, of course.
It is absolutely stunning the amount of interest that we have. In fact, we have on March 26th, we will be hosting an open age group Super Smash Brothers tournament. If anyone is interested in participating in that, certainly all you would need to go is to our website at cbcathletics.com. You'll find the story there, and you can go into that story and sign up and come in on the 26th. There's no cost. I don't believe there's a cost to register to play, and it's open to high school juniors or seniors, juniors, freshmen, and sophomore. just to see, just to get people the knowledge that esports is out there and is available. And we're excited about having that as our next sport. Obviously, we've done already pretty well. We had one student athlete reach the national semifinals, and of course, a gentleman by the name of Owain Parker, who is from England, won the FIFA national championship, and he is back in the spring of 22 defending his title. And of course, everybody's got the target on his back. So far, he's undefeated. So we'll see if he can run the table undefeated and win a back-to-back national championships.
Yeah, talking about those esports, I mean, when I was going to school at TCC, now I go to UTRGV, there's always esports tournament. That's the big one everyone plays, Super Smash Bros. And it's just been crazy. It's been really popular over time. And FIFA, of course, that's a really fun one to play. I know my family always has a family tournament every holiday get-together. But, yeah, just crazy how esports has been on the rise.
It really is. We have, of our students, we have students that participate in Rocket League, which is a giant game of soccer played by cars. We have our different Call of Duty teams that play. There's our new esports coach, Brendan Wardlaw, who's coming to us out of Michigan. He is trying to bring us up into having Overwatch, League of Legends, and some of these other larger participation teams. Whereas now we've been playing more individual and 2- and 3-person team sports.
Now, Coach, you said you were the head volleyball coach at CBC. So
I am. Yes.
How's the program been going for you since you've been taking over?
Excuse me. Well, Coastal Bend College volleyball, I would say, has been a bit of a struggle. In the spring of 21, in that COVID season, we won a match in our conference tournament for the first time ever. So we're, like all of our other sports, we're moving the right direction. We're really excited about this incoming recruiting class. We have several players from the local area who are going to be a part of our program. We have Caitlin Jones, who was pretty much the dominant player at George West for the past 3 seasons. We have Mariella Gonzalez, who's joining us from Skidmore Tynan. She's been sort of their dominant player for the past couple of seasons. We have Peyton Martinez, who's coming to us to play 2 sports, playing both volleyball and softball out of Rockport Fulton. So on our current roster, we have Isabella Hinojosa, who is from Corpus Christi. So we've done a nice job, I think, of finding the right players in our local area who can compete at the level at which we play. And it is a daunting task. We will play 5 nationally ranked teams in our conference next season. That's before we play anyone nationally ranked out of conference. So our schedule will have 10+ matches against some of the best. So it's annually a challenge.
So one key thing I've noticed, that also speaking off camera with Joe Gomez, he's saying that a lot of y'all's recruiting comes here from the local. You got a lot of a healthy plethora of talent from the Coastal Bend. You even go to the Rio Grande Valley as well times.
Well, Beeville sits in a very good geographic location to recruit from. Houston, which, the 4th largest city in the United States, is only 3 hours away. Austin, which I think is 11th largest city in the United States, is 2.5 hours. San Antonio is 1.5 hours, and that's the 7th largest city in the United States. The Rio Grande Valley, from Laredo all the way down to Brownsville, over 2 million people. And we're the only, currently, without Laredo having sports, we are the only 2-year school in this area to give some of these students a 2-year school experience or option from both a scholarship and academic standpoint. So, for us, Victoria Crossroads, Corpus Christi area, we have, probably well over 10 million people within 2 hours of where we're located. So we're very blessed to be able to recruit actively from all of those areas and to give student athletes an opportunity.
Now, one thing I kind of want to discuss about too is that your programs, as junior college, is 2-year programs, but and some students just say, "Oh, it's a junior college." No, but again, you just said the level of competition in junior college is really, really high, and there's some big names who are currently playing Division I sports who actually came from the junior college areas.
Absolutely. I mean, our basketball programs alone, and the name is escaping me at the moment. But there's a gentleman that played at Tyler Junior College, who is one of the best in the NBA right now, and you're looking at players like Nick Van Exel, um, and others. Those are just a couple of the names that stick in my head. You know, they've run up and down the gym floor in Beeville, Texas. The Diamond, or not Diamondbacks, I'm sorry, the Washington Nationals #1 draft pick last year, Jackson Rutledge, pitched at Joe Hunter Field against our Cougars. He threw 6 innings with Nolan Ryan sitting in the front row watching him. And he threw 6 innings, and I sat there and I watched the scouts, about 20 scouts with their guns, registering. I remember one 4-pitch sequence. I'm sorry, it was a 3-pitch sequence. He went 101.99. That was a foul ball, and then 102 to strike our guy out. And that was in the 6th inning. He was still throwing that hard. It was absolutely extraordinary. But that's the level of competition that we face. We have multiple Division I student athletes who have come from our program. We'll see multiple student athletes from all of our sports move on to Division I in this coming fall. So it's really the opportunity to sort of come here and start here and go anywhere that you want to go.
One of the key names also would have been Jimmy Butler.
That's it. Thank you, Jimmy Butler. That is it. Yes.
Miami Heat fans, Jimmy Butler. They call him Jimmy Buckets. Were they calling him Jimmy Buckets back on the floor in Beeville?
You know what? I don't know that we were calling him that. We were more yelling at his number. Somebody guard that guy. But, you know, Tyler Junior College, like many of the Texas junior colleges, we're an Adidas school. But Tyler is an Adidas school except for men's basketball, because Butler, well, at least he was with Nike. And so a part of what Jimmy Butler does with his, as being an alumnus of the institution, picks up the tab on their basketball team's gear. So it was all Nike, but I want to say he switched to a different company. Maybe one of those guys out of China now.
It's that brand that Dwayne Wade is in. I know Dwayne Wade was affiliated with the brand out there.
So
that's crazy.
But yes, Jimmy Butler is the latest name that has come out of Region 14. But you know, it's astounding the level of athletes, both in baseball, softball, soccer. I know that we have some officials who will come to our facility to officiate for the first time, and they'll assume that it's junior college soccer. Okay, I'm sure this is going to be like Pee Wee League soccer. And they walk onto the field with 23-year-old kids from China and Angola and Brazil, and they're incredibly fast and incredibly strong, and it becomes a pushing, shoving battle every moment that they're on the field. When they finish, they realize that they have actually seen an incredible level of competition.
So, in your time at the volleyball coach, as a volleyball
Sure.
program, what other sports have you coached besides volleyball throughout your career?
Believe it or not, I haven't coached anything. I have been a one-trick pony when it comes to just volleyball. My attitude is I try to find good people and let them do good work and try to stay out of their way. I have had to pinch hit, so to speak, and help out as a golf coach one time, and that was kind of an interesting situation. I asked our best player, who went on to play on the PGA Tour, "What do you want me to do?" He goes, "Ride around on the golf cart, smack us on the butt every once in a while. That's it. We'll take care of everything else." And he was right. So it's, college athletics is a great, great environment. And there's a lot more to it than what you just see on television. As you may have heard or seen on the news, we have tragedy out of West Texas that was reported today, the loss of life of student athletes from the University of New Mexico, which is just absolutely heartbreaking and crushing. They had been golfing in someplace in West Texas and were involved in an automobile accident. And it's multiple fatalities, so I haven't seen any updates, but it's evidently the coach and multiple players are involved, and it's horribly tragic. And what's even more horribly tragic is 9 years ago today, the Seton Hill women's lacrosse team had a fatal bus accident. So it's not a vehicle issue. It's not a van issue. It's just the realities that we have kids that travel all over the place, and it's sad that it's happened. But that's a community of student athletes, of students and administrators and coaches that are just crushed today. And my staff, we may not be a very large staff, but we are in it together. We have a baseball game today. We have a baseball game tomorrow, and that will include other coaches working the games to make sure that those games go off without a hitch. We'll have softball games this weekend, hosting our first hosting conference tournament, or hosting our Region 14 for opening season this weekend on Saturday, or Friday and Saturday. And I'm sure I'll probably be the guy behind the PA announcer for those games. So you wear a lot of hats. Do the job that needs to be done.
That's one of the main responsibilities coming in. And a lot of people say being a high school athletic director in high school is bad. Think about being in a college league. You're dealing with not only major sports, just the level of competition. You guys have kids from all over the country, all over the world.
All over the world, we do. It's what I do. I mean, I'm blessed to work in a field that I genuinely love. I'm blessed to work at an institution that in the last few years has really come a long way. We have new leadership in the form of Dr. Justin Hoggard, who came in and truthfully will tell you that Coastal Bend did not have the best reputation, certainly in this area. And he has done a lot of changing and has made a lot of significant changes to our academics and to our, of course, to our athletic programs. And really, it's fantastic to see how far we've come and how much farther we could end up going.
No, besides that, any other quick shout-outs, final comments?
If you're interested in Super Smash Brothers, go to the website cbcathletics.com. Look up the story. Come on out to the college. Join in, play. If you want to see some great college baseball, come out to Joe Hunter Field. We'll have some games coming up in the month of April that'll be really great. We have 7 sports, and we are a little bit of a hidden treasure.
One thing we didn't talk about, actually, of course, what good is baseball season? We're also knee-deep in softball season.
We are knee-deep in softball season. Yep. Our softball program, we are, we're doing a lot of work to what is called Cougar Field. We had previously been playing at A.C. Jones High School facility, which is a fantastic facility, but our kids deserve to have their own field, so we've been doing that. So we've done a lot of work. We've got a lot more work to do. And our softball program has a lot of students from this area. Certainly the softball being played in South Texas is definitely strong enough to compete at the Region 14 level. And so we have a heavy contingent of players out of this area, out of the valley, that really make our softball program drive.
Again, one more thing, folks. Again, you just said we have that Smash tournament going on.
Indeed.
On the 26th, correct?
On the 26th. And all of our sports, you can find out. Our schedules are all on the website, cbcathletics.com. You can check out our social media from there and follow us and become a fan of the Cougars. It's a great athletic opportunity that's right outside your door.
Of course, folks, again, you want to catch some good college action, go on down to Beeville, Coastal Bend College, home of the Cougars. Coach Gantrell, thank you for your time.
Pleasure. Thanks
Back
for having
after
me.
this, guys.
Come on down to Staple Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staple Street brand sausage, featuring our new authentic family recipe for pony spices. Check out our weekly specials. Your one-stop shop for everything you need for your next barbecue: ice, charcoal, wood, and adult beverages. We are your local football headquarters. Look for our new location coming early 2022 at 7418 South Staple Street. We're a proud advertising partner with Real Sports Live and the Coastal Bend and RGV, and supporting all our local sports and athletes. Staple Street Meat Market.
We are the Roy Taylor High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live!
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
LEAD has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. LEAD Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
We are the Clinton High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live. Woo!
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are the Roy Taylor High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K-3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination.
The Myra's Coaches Show coming to you from Myra Sports and More in 6006 8th Street here in beautiful Corpus Christi, Texas. We just had AD Paul Cantrell at Coastal Bend College. Now we're switching gears and talking to Ms. Barbara Lopez out of Lead Industrial Staffing. If you want to find out where they are, they're 1500 Wildcat Drive, Suite F in Portland, Texas. Ms. Lopez, how you doing?
Doing great, thank you.
So what are some of the key offers y'all guys do at Lead Industrial Staffing?
Okay, so at Lead Industrial, we place people in the oil and gas industry. We place people in the industrial and commercial construction area, and also marine construction.
So how long have you been involved with Lead Industrial Staffing?
So we opened this office 3 years ago in May. Prior to that, I had 15 years with a national staffing firm.
Of course, the Lead Industrial Staffing. Here we have a lot of industrial. Here in the Coastal Bend, there's a lot of industrial, including the oil industry, very big here in South Texas. So just when did you come along?
So with lead staffing actually always has gone by the name of lead staffing, but we decided to start our first industrial branch here. Even though the other locations do industrial as well, we went by that name. So we were the first lead industrial staffing branch through our company. And so we just kind of took a look at what was going on in our area, and we definitely noticed that there's plenty of industrial work out there.
So he said so this is like a lot of the other lead industrials do have industrial, but it's like the one that just focuses mainly on the industrial aspect,
Yes,
correct?
correct.
So again, you guys are located in 1500 Wildcat Drive. What are some employment opportunities you guys have currently right now?
So right now we have equipment operator positions, we have industrial helpers, we have CDL drivers, we have HVAC, plumbing, some industrial helpers out at plants, various plants. That's probably the biggest ones we have right now.
You guys do any welding? Any welding?
We do welding. We also have refinery turnarounds. We're just finishing up on one, and we'll start another one in April. So we'll need some turnaround maintenance guys with TWIC cards for that.
Keeping you all busy all year, huh?
They are, that's for sure.
You can tell us a little about yourself, Ms. Lopez.
So I have a special interest in advertising with Real Sports Live because I do coach a lot of the local high school girls. I have 3 high school teams that all play for Premier Gold Corpus Christi. So right now they're all playing for the high school season, and then after that we'll be picking back up in May, and we'll hit the roads and travel with them to get them all exposed to colleges.
Any big names here from the Coastal Bend?
Oh gosh, I'll be in trouble if I put anybody's name out and leave somebody out. So I'll just say, watch out for all those Premier Gold Corpus Christi girls because they're all very talented.
Yeah, of course, everyone talks about here in Corpus, Texas high school baseball hotbed, but softball is also on the rise here in the Coastal Bend. You got the Cow Islands, you got Tulsa, Midway, Carroll, Miller, a lot of those big schools here in the Coastal Bend region. It's been a really fun softball season so far. Have you been keeping any track with it?
Yes, definitely. I get out and see as many of the games as I can. And, of course, when I can't, I love to tune into Real Sports Live and see what I can see out there.
Fun fact, Lead Industrial Staffing is actually one of our new sponsors here on Real Sports Live, so it's a pleasure to have you guys here. So anything, just other things, anyone interested in getting a job in the industrial aspects, anything?
Yeah, so if you can just visit our website. We have a brand new website that's local to our area. It's www.leadstaff.services. That's our local website, and that'll have all our job postings. You can go out there and apply directly or come by our office and see us.
Of course, guys, the office located on 1500 Wildcat Drive, Suite F. That's 1500 Wildcat Drive, Suite F here in Portland, Texas. About good. How far is that drive?
About 15 minutes,
20
yeah.
minutes, give or take? Yeah, of course. I know there's a lot of traffic here in Coastal Bend, too. So anything else you'd like to talk about? Anything else? Any other big deals going on over at Lead Industrial Staffing or Lead Industrial Staffing?
Yeah, I mean, just if anybody out there is looking for people and you might be finding that hard to come by right now, we have a big pool of employees and lots of skilled employees that are certified and got their trades, experience, things like that. Give us a call. We'd love to help you.
Awesome, guys. Ms. Barbara Lopez out of Lead Industrial Staffing from Portland, Texas. Be back with more after this.
Thank you.
While they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
If you want to get in the game, come to Mira Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Mira Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
LEAD has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. LEAD Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
If you want to get in the game, come to Mira Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Mira Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Come on down to Staple Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staple Street brand sausage, featuring our new authentic family recipe for pony spices. Check out our weekly specials. Your one-stop shop for everything you need for your next barbecue: ice, charcoal, wood, and adult beverages. We are your local football headquarters. Look for our new location coming early 2022 at 7418 South Staple Street. We're a proud advertising partner with Real Sports Live and the Coastal Band and RGV, and supporting all our local sports and athletes. Staple Street Meat Market.
We are the Roy Miller High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
LEAD has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. LEAD Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
uniforms, etc., you're gonna find the opportunity to purchase the best high quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Back here to the Mira Sports and More Coaching Show, once again coming to you from 6006 Ayers Street in Corpus Christi. If you want to get some special orders, give them a call at 361-852-4541. Again, 361-852-4541. Here with Mike Turvin, who's in charge of corporate sales here at Mira Sports and More. Coach, sir, how are you doing?
Hi there, I'm well. How are you this afternoon?
Very good. It's a beautiful day here in Corpus Christi. We're knee-deep in baseball season, my favorite sport in the whole wide world, and I was talking when we did the coaching show, the preview show for the tournament a few weeks ago. I was saying, I walked in here, I felt like a kid in a candy store, and I bet you guys are really busy with baseball on softball, huh?
Absolutely. It has heated up. A lot of seasons are getting ready to start, and a lot of seasons are already in full swing. So it's been a busy time here at Mira's.
Yeah, of course. We come back from the Mira's Classic, too. That was a very fun weekend. You know, Matt, he was at Whataburger Field. He joined us for a few innings to talk about it. It was just an awesome time.
He was. We've had very positive feedback about the tournament. It was a good tournament this year.
Yeah, and I was talking to the head of it, saying that they're expanding the field to 24 teams in 2023. So
oh, very cool.
That'd be exciting to see. So what are some key things you do here? Again, you are in charge of the corporate sales.
Yeah, so we do a lot of custom work on polos and hats and jackets for companies as well as sports teams. Everybody associates Mira's with sporting goods, which we certainly have a lot of. But we also do a fair amount of corporate work for government and businesses as well.
Awesome. Seems like a pretty big responsibility for someone in charge of a huge store like this.
It can be overwhelming, but we get it done. So
how long have you been involved in Mira's?
I've been with Mira's for almost a year. I started last May.
Hey, tell us a little more about yourself.
I am don't hate on me, folks, but I'm a transplant to Texas. We moved here a year ago in January. We love it here. This is where we want to be. I come from a corporate sales background. And last year, Sandy and I got together, and we made it work. So I think it's been very beneficial for both of us. It's a great place to work. They're great folks, a family business since 1976, and it's run like a family. So I'm happy to be here every day.
Yeah, it's such a close-knit store. I always get that wholesome hometown feeling whenever you walk in here. It just makes everything awesome here at Mira's.
Absolutely. We are a family, so...
Some of your favorite things about Mira Sports and More?
The wide variety of things that the products and services that we provide. It's always fun to see kids in to get gear for their first season. It's exciting to see that grow, as well as the older kids that are honing their craft and getting better at it and going to go on and play college ball somewhere. It's the whole spectrum of baseball here in town.
Yeah, actually, fun fact. Of course, I follow y'all on social media. I heard y'all had a package shipped out to the Rockies. I heard about that too.
Yeah, we've JJ handles our online sales, and we've sent several packages to several ball teams this year. So, with the negotiations and everything going on, it's been a little crazy with that. But yeah, we sell all over the country. So.
Now it's finally over. Spring training already going to come underway. I know my Rangers, hopefully they get something going with Corey Seager on there. But again, it's just exciting to see that MLB is back and then everything coming full circle. Of course, we got college baseball going in full swing. We also have high school baseball, which is full swing. We have some big games at Cabinets and at Whataburger Field this weekend. So what are some key things you're excited for the rest of 2022?
I'm really excited that we're going to have professional baseball for the summer. I don't think it would be summer without Major League Baseball. So looking forward to that, and then we're getting ready for fall sports as well.
Yeah, you guys also specify in football too, right? Because I've seen some football equipment out here.
Yes, we do. We do a chunk of football business as well. So,
of course, we also had a very lengthy basketball season too. So basketball, you guys are busy. It's not just if we walk in, you guys see a lot of bats, gloves, baseball apparel, but it's not just that. You guys specialize in the whole shebang, the whole enchilada. You do every sports year round.
Yes, we do soccer, we do basketball, we do baseball, we do some track, we do wrestling. Pretty much any high school sport, we're going to have access or have product in-house.
Anything you'd like to say to anyone watching back at home?
Just come down to Myra's and let us help you.
Of course, guys, Mira Sports and More, 6006 Ayers Street in Corpus Christi, Texas. Give them a call, 361-852-4541. Mr. Mike Turbin, Corporate Sales Charge here at Myra's. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you.
High school cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
Back here, we're going to wrap things up here from the Myra's Coach Show. Again, we had Ms. Barbara Lopez out of the Lead Industrial Staffing in Portland, Texas. Again, you're looking for a job up there. We got go out to 15,000 Wildcat Drive, Suite F in Portland, Texas. A good 10-15-minute drive from where we're at. Special shout out to Coach Paul Cantrell, the athletic director of Coastal Bend College. Had a fun chat with him earlier to start things off. And we just spoke to Mr. Mike Turbin, who's in charge of corporate sales here at Myra Sports and More. So baseball and softball, we're still needed. We've got some big games going on down the road at Cabinets Field. Some of the games we have Corpus Christi Ray taking on Corpus Christi King. Carroll takes on Flower Bluff. Victoria West and CC Moody. King once again takes on Victoria East in some baseball action. Veterans takes on Moody at Cabinets. And then we got Raymondville taking on Brownsville Highness. So if you're interested in the Rio Grande Valley, we got some of those. And, of course, a big one at Waterburger Field between West Oso and Miller. That's going to do for us here from the Myra Sports and More. So shout out to everyone who tuned in. On behalf of myself, Joe Bowling, I'm Rodriguez for Rudy Zamaripa and Joe Gomez off screen. Saying so long and good night. Enjoy yourself on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. We'll see you next time from Myra Sports and More.